So hi everybody, it's Lyndsey Gilchrist and this is the Lyndsey Talk series, and today we have Ruby McGuire from Ruby McGuire Coaching, Be the Coach You Dream to Be. So thanks Ruby for coming along today and going to be having a wee chat with us. So could you do me a wee favour and tell me a little bit about your business, please?
Okay. So I work with coaches. I help them to take the next step in their business, whether that's finding their first paying client or taking their business up a notch. Help them work around confidence, skills and business, because I think when you first start out as a coach, you think that you are just going to hit the ground running and you'll end up with a business overnight, and actually that's just not the reality. So you have to learn how to run a business on top of having learned how to do the coach. So the coach is the skill, and then you have to learn how to run a business on top of that. Yeah. So I help people with that side of it.
Excellent. And how long have you been in business?
It's just under 3 years now. So yeah, just nearly 3 years.
3 years, cool. What prompted you to start?
I've always wanted to run my own business ever since I was younger, and I've kind of got to that age now. It's now or never. I knew you're going to have to put some hard work in to make it happen. I did run my own HR consultancy for a while, but then I hurt my back, so I came out of that, and then I thought, I don't know if I want to do that anyway. It's a bit yawn-worthy. I started to retrain as a coach and go into that instead. So.
Excellent. So what's your big dream for Ruby McGuire then?
Well, as I'll tell you a bit later, I'm on a mission to rid the world of grumpy people. So I believe that the more people that get coached, the more I can keep coaches in business, the happier people are, because coaching is such a powerful tool to help people make change and to get the best lives that they want. I want to write a book, I want to speak and do all sorts of different things. I'm co-authoring a book at the moment, but I want to actually be a bit braver and do one on my own, rather than I've got that one and another one coming up that I'm doing. So that's one of my bigger plans. And I want to just engage with a lot more people, more live events, that kind of thing, to help people grow their businesses and believe that they can, because I think it can be that whole belief that's quite difficult, because it's like, well, they see all these six-figure businesses online and think they can do it, and actually it's not as straightforward.
So what's this book going to be about?
Well, my chapter's about being brave, be authentic and be fabulous. So I'm only doing three chapters of a book with 7 other co-authors, and it's all about being brave in life and business, really, and being authentic, because it's really important to be authentic. Online, you want people to when they meet you, you want them to be the same person. They want to know, like and trust you. You need them to know, like and trust you. Mm-hmm. So you want to be authentic, and that makes everything so much easier as well, rather than putting on a facade. And just being fabulous, so being the best version of you that you can be.
I love the sound of that, I really do. So what keeps you going and motivated then?
I'm a very driven person. I was thinking about this when I was thinking about questions and stuff, and I thought, well, the main thing that keeps me motivated, I think, if I'm honest, is I don't want to work for someone else. I don't like that other people can control your time and what you do. I like the freedom, the flexibility. I've been able to run my business around my daughter and my husband. My daughter's 15, but I've still wanted to be there when she comes back from school, and now helping with GCSE support, more about calming the mind. I've been able to do that side of things. If I want to just stop and do lunch, I can just stop and do lunch. It just means I can do what I call an upside down day, where I flip my day around and do things later on. I choose now not to work Friday through to Sunday, so it really has created a lot of flexibility and freedom for me, and I think that was one of my big things, really.
Excellent. You can have a jammy day when you want one.
Absolutely.
So do you currently outsource in your business?
Yes, and it was one of those things that I really fought against, and particularly when I was launching my membership club. I had membership, my Cappuccino Coaching Club I launched a couple of years ago. A year ago, sorry. This must be June. I think it was June last year. And I sat for about 5 days trying to figure out one particular element of this techie thing. And I thought, I will not be beaten. I have this similar problem with Facebook ads. I don't like Facebook ads. They're completely simple when you look at them, but they never work. And I had this same issue with my membership club, and I spent days, literally. And I think actually it was 2 weeks for one part, and then there was 5 days on another part. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to see if somebody can help me with this.
Yeah.
She did the work in 2 hours. I thought, that is absolutely ridiculous. How many clients have I not been able to work with because I've been so blooming stubborn?
Yeah, oh no, I know.
Outsourcing that work. So I now outsource social media, some of my social media, not all of it, just the standard posts and things. I have badges going into groups and that kind of thing. So I outsource that. I outsource my podcast. And as of today, I'm going to be outsourcing my Facebook ads. So
You hate them that much.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So what was the trigger that made you start outsourcing then?
I think initially it was that this is taking too long. I'm wasting money in my business because I'm not actually bringing in new clients when I could be. I could be working one-to-one with clients. And it was the frustration that it was a simple thing, but actually I couldn't do it. And then I realised, well, I don't have to know everything. I have this whole thing that, well, it's good to know it because then you can help, you can know what to outsource, but actually sometimes you don't need to know it. Yeah. You just need to know this is my outcome that I need, and someone else can deal with all the little intricacies in between. And I think it was the time, the energy, the effort, and the money longer term as well, that it was all of those factors really that made me think, why am I wasting my time doing this? And I think my biggest change has actually been since I did my social media, because I wanted to be in control of it. And actually I still can have control of it. I still generate what I want to be posted. It's just not me physically posting it. Yeah. And I know that you can schedule and those kind of things, but I didn't want to spend hours on end scheduling. I wanted someone else to do that for me. And that's been such a time saver. I can't begin to tell you the difference that's made on a day-to-day basis. It's brilliant.
It does save you a lot of time and faffing, to be honest, doesn't it?
You can engage then because you've got the time. You're not thinking, I've got to go and get another post. I haven't done a post for the day. You can actually engage with people when they interact with you, and that makes a bigger difference, in terms of bringing new clients and people getting to know, like, and trust you as well. Yeah.
So how did you find your VA or your OBM?
I've got a mastermind group that I'm part of, so I had a chat with some of my business friends in there and they recommended me to different people. So I've got a couple of people doing different things. I don't just stick with one. I like to have a few different people doing different things.
So what is it that you look for in a VA or OBM? Do they have to have certain traits or anything?
I think it's be adaptable to change, because when we first put when I first put work out there, I think that's absolutely how I want it. But if I was doing my own, it would be, well, that's not quite working, I want to change it and I need to tweak and change. So be adaptable to change. You've got to have a sense of humour for me. It's got to be a bit of fun doing it, otherwise it's like, I really don't want to do this. And if we've got deadlines, then achieve those deadlines, because that's really important, because I don't want to be running around chasing after work. The point of outsourcing is to save that time. I don't want to be running around chasing work. So I'm very fortunate with the people that I work with, that they're really helpful.
So what was your business like before you started to outsource?
Well, I'm very good at this whole push too hard and then burn out and crash and burn out, basically. And I was in this repetitive cycle of flat out burnout. So I got to the point, and I remember having a chat actually with one of my coaches saying, she said, what's not working in your business? And particularly at this particular time, it was the social media. And I said, I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy that it has to be done at a certain time and that it's got to be consistent and all of that kind of stuff. I want to just chat, because that's what I like to do. And I think when I first outsourced, particularly the social media, I was like, oh, what am I missing? I must be missing something here. I should be doing, because it was a lot of doing. Yeah. And then since then, I've actually been able to have loads of conversations. I'm much more engaged in conversations, both online, offline, with clients and potential clients. So the day is much smoother running. I don't have to worry about, I haven't done my post for the day. I literally can just focus on the most important work for my business and be much more productive.
So what would you say is the main benefit then of outsourcing? Why is it so important to you and your business, and basically having extra team members there to help you?
I think it saves your sanity. I just think, having having a team around you, people that you can go to that can do things quicker than you as well. You know, if you're running your own company, you wouldn't be doing marketing, sales, and I'm talking about a big corporate. You wouldn't be doing all of that. You would be bringing in the people who can advise you, who can support you. It may be admin, it may even be higher levels. And I think that's the same principle with outsourcing, or even where you're working with coaches and mentors and things like that. You need that extra support. So trying to do it all on your own is really quite silly, but you don't realise that until you're further down the line. Yeah. And you put it off and think, well, I'll save money. What you don't realise is you're actually making money by outsourcing, because you're focusing on the things that will bring you more income.
Yeah. See, so many people just don't get that whole concept there that you've just said, that you outsource one thing, you can actually earn more. There's a lot of people that just don't get that whole thing at all.
Absolutely.
But you've mentioned there as well that you've got your daughter and you've got a successful business. So you've balanced that pretty good. So how do you have any advice that you would give to another business mum in there as to how they can run their business and their family at the same time?
I think it's been a lot of adjustment, actually. So it's been, what do you think? When do you think I should work the most hours and that kind of thing? Because, you know, it was that I was spending every single weekend working, and it gets to the point that you're not looking after you. So you need to look after you as well as everyone else. And it's almost like you need to practice self-care and look after you, whatever that means, first. And then you've got the energy and more compassion, I think, actually makes you more patient, because you've got more time that you can give your family. And I think if you're, you know, if you want to get a really good work-life balance, and I'm not actually sure there is such a thing, but it is about being really clear on boundaries. So, you know, how many hours do you want to work? What do your family want, needs? How can they help? All of those kind of things are really important. And I think hire out jobs when you can, you know, whether it's a cleaner, a gardener, you can't do it all. So having clear boundaries, but then also on top of that, thinking around what could you outsource that's going to make a big difference to the time that you spend then is really productive. Yep. I think particularly if you're a mum, you've only got a short window of time within which you can work. And I think with me, I'm lucky because you know, my daughter's now doing GCSE, so I have got that bit more flexibility if I want it. But actually, I'm keeping to my boundaries and having some time for me, which has been a long time coming, it feels. So I think hire out where you can, whatever way that is, and also set your clear boundaries with your family so they know when you're working, when you can and can't be disturbed. And also then you've got that time that you want with them. So you're not feeling like you're you know, not giving either party enough attention, as in your business or your family.
Excellent tips. I think I'll take some of those on board as well. So thanks very much, Ruby, for coming along and chatting to me today. I just want to give you a little bit of promotion as well in this. So how can we find out more about you and your business? Where do you hang out?
Okay, so I've got my pretty online home, which is www.rubymcguire.com. That's MCGUIRE. I spend a lot of time on Facebook. That's probably my main area, which is Be the Coach You Dream to Be. And you'll probably find me a lot on Pinterest. So I've got coaching boards, but I also pin a lot of creative stuff because I'm very into creativity. I've got all the usual accounts, but they're the main places that I hang out online.
Thank you. I'd like to really, really thank you for taking your time today. I know it's only been 20 minutes, half an hour or so, but it's a lot of time out of your day, and for coming along and speaking to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.